Does what you say have an effect on others? The Psalms say, pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. What are words, though? Words are thoughts. The early European explorers coming to this country said the natives couldn't see their boats in the harbor because they didn't have a name for it. If you don't have a name for something, then what is it? Different cultures have different words for the same things. Words are sound vibration. W. Penn Handwerker, professor emeritus at University of Connecticut, found that when it came to words, brain development was altered in children who were exposed to verbal violence. Ernst Chladni was an 18th century German scientist and musician. He was a pioneer in the field of acoustics. In a famous experiment, he showed how moving a violin bow against a metal plate covered with sand could visually display the movement of sound. Through his work, Chladni concluded that sound travels in waves. He was the first scientist to clearly demonstrate this connection. These are current experiments that use different kinds of metal plates and different kinds of vibrating mechanisms. The works of Masaru Emoto, a Japanese author and researcher, have highlighted human consciousness has an effect on the molecular structure of water. The result was that he always observed beautiful crystals after giving good words, playing good music, and showing, playing, or offering pure prayer to water. On the other hand, he observed disfigured crystals in the opposite situation. On the left, you see crystals formed after exposure to positive music, and on the right, you see crystals formed after exposure to negative music. On the left is a sample of the polluted water that was not prayed over, but was given negative words. On the right was a sample of the same water after it had been prayed over and given positive words. Do words have an effect? Anything in existence has a vibration. That is one of the reasons Emoto believes the vibration of good words has a positive effect on our world, whereas the vibrations of negative words have the power to destroy. When Doreen and her son, Grant Virtue, were recording podcasts, they noticed that whenever she said the word angel, the recording graphics were shaped like angel wings. They studied the other words she said and realized that those with a spiritual or loving basis had large graphs. They experimented saying negative words and found that their appearance was completely different. They were tight and small. Similar to Masaru Emoto's work with water crystals, angel words gives visual proof of the power and impact of speaking in a loving way. It's clearly evident from these graphs that the words on the left have a larger spread than the words on the right. Words like accepting and judgmental, happy and sad. This shows how just changing your phrases improves the width of the recording. All is fair in love and war is pretty tight. When you say the words love is real, it is broader and shows more. We've all heard the saying, keep it simple, stupid. Compare that to the graph on left. One word, keep it simple, sweetie. You could argue that a plant and water don't have consciousness. However, aren't we about 60% water? Let's think about that. What you have to decide, since words are thoughts that have vibrations, our words do affect consciousness. Shouldn't we all choose the words we use wisely?